Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's the motherfucking deal? Welcome back to Sheldon's Bootleg Ass Studio, where you come to kick it, vibe out, and shoot the shit with Sheldon. Make sure you hit that like button as you fall up in here. Let me know who you is and where you from. I hope y'all having a wonderful day out there. Let me know where you at. Tammy Smith in the motherfucking bootleg ass stew. She says, hey, Sheldon and Vibers. Tammy from ATL. Shout out to ATL. All the way from Texas. What's good? What's good? How y'all doing out there? Who we got up in here with us? Tammy Smith says she's sparking up. Let's go. I just landed that plane myself. Well, just took off actually before the stream. So we up there. Yeah. Hope y'all doing great. Hope y'all doing wonderful. We got a few things lined up if we gonna jump on. You know. It's a lot going on in the world. It is a lot going on. Alex King Easley in the building. What it do? What it do? Appreciate you for pulling up to the Bootleg Ass Studio. Where you tuning in from? Rep your section. It's a beautiful day. It's Friday, May 2nd. Lovely day outside. It was raining a little bit. It sprinkled for a little bit and it passed on over. 74 degrees in my area. Hope y'all having a great day and all that good stuff. We finna get up into some of this news. Make sure you give me a follow. I'm simultaneously going live on Facebook, on both Facebook pages. I'm live on my Sheldon Vibes page and my personal Facebook page as well. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on Twitch. I don't think I missed anything. I think that's it. I'm easy to find, just Sheldon Vibes. I'm on Sheldon Vibes everywhere. Give me a follow on Instagram, X, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Oh, Twitter is X. You got it. You get the drift. Search for me. I ain't on TikTok. I ain't on Snap. You may find a TikTok of mine because I have one, but I don't use it. So anyway, let's get up into some of this news right quick. So the Diddy case is about to start. The Diddy trial is about to start. I believe it's starting in a couple of days. Let me see. All right, so jury selection in the trial is scheduled to begin May 5th, with opening statements planned for May 12th. All right, so they saying that Diddy's prosecution team is full of white women, led by Comey's daughter. I don't know who that is. Y'all can enlighten me. Maybe y'all know who that is. Anyway, let's get into this. It says the federal prosecutors will who will be the federal prosecutors who will be trying to secure a conviction against Diddy in his upcoming trial are all white women led by the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey. Okay, that's who that is. Maureen Ryan Comey is set to lead the team of U.S. attorneys from the vaunted Southern District of New York next week in court when jury selection begins in Diddy's sex trafficking trial. And this probably will be the trial of the century. Everybody gonna be tuned into this bad boy, and I plan on covering it. Yeah. So vibe in with Sheldon during the Diddy trials. We're gonna be covering that bad boy for sure. Marine's father is the former FBI director who had a controversial role. A controversial role in the 2016 presidential election. James was ultimately fired from his post by President Trump a few months into Trump's first term. Maureen Comey is a Harvard Law School grad, and she's very experienced when it comes to sex trafficking trials, helping secure a conviction against Jeffrey Epstein associate Maxwell. Shit, I forget. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I remember that whole situation though. The rest of the women designated as leads for the prosecution include Emily Ann Johnson, Madison Reddick, Smizer, Mary Christine Slavic, Meredith Foster, and Mitzi Steiner. All right, Diddy's defense has told us they plan to make race a big factor, so they're gonna pull the race card. They ain't shy about it. They letting you know up front. His attorney, Mark Agnifilio, whatever, says this is a takedown of a successful black man, so it's interesting the feds are rolling with an all-white prosecution here. Yeah, that is wild though. You would think that they wouldn't do that because then it's obvious. It's like, yeah, it's a clear attack on this black man. That's what it looks to be anyway. In theory, female prosecutors will be able to connect with the jury over Diddy's alleged crimes against women. Diddy has pled not guilty to all 5 charges he's facing: 2 counts of sex trafficking, 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, and 1 count of racketeering. And he turned down a plea deal with the feds. So racketeering, like, how is he the only one being charged if he's in a racketeering? If this is a RICO case, like, I don't get it. Ain't that the same thing they did with R. Kelly? Rainbow Bright 75 in the building already. So that's Tammy Smith. So you say you just followed on my Twitch. Appreciate that. This trial ought to be interested. I'm ready for it to pop off to see how this is gonna play out. Yep. So we're gonna be covering that bad boy for sure. Make sure y'all tune in to Sheldon Vibes and all that good stuff. Yeah. Before we move on to this next story, allow me to go get some more Kool-Aid real quick. You feel me? 1 sec. All right, y'all. We back. Sorry for the inconvenience, but I had to get some more of this Kool-Aid. This Kool-Aid good in the fornicator, boy. Y'all ain't had no Kool-Aid like this, I swear to God. How y'all doing though? If you just pulling up to the Bootleg Ass Studio, do me a favor, hit and subscribe to the channel, share the stream. If you want to donate, bottom of the screen is floating. There's Sheldon Vibes 903. There's Sheldon VYBEZ 903. Let's move along to this next story. So we got Charleston White, the infamous Charleston White. Now speaking on the Shannon Sharp situation, he gave his opinions on it and he didn't hold back. Let's get up into it and see what Unc got to say about Unc. Hit that like button. Let go.
Being with a little old bitty 20, if he was a little bitty nigga like me, being
Mm.
with a little old bitty 21-year-old white girl like that, it would have less of an impact on white America's mind. But because he's a big old black nigga that looks like a gorilla, and this 21-year-old white girl says he got a dick that's the size of a baby in his drawers. She called it a big back black baby cock. That's what she called it. She give it a name. So if he didn't have that and he was a little no, you didn't like that nigga, no.
Hold on. Tammy Hillman said, "What color? What color Kool-Aid? It's that purple. It's that purple. And no, this ain't no drink. I put the drink down a long time ago. That all talking about the Texas tea. I stopped sipping it. Ooh, right after I had my first daughter, I had to let it go. But now there's some Kool-Aid right here. It's some damn good Kool-Aid. Secret ingredient, secret recipe. You feel me? My daddy made it. I'm talking about banging.
He in trouble off the fact that he a big old black nigga with a big old dick, fucking this little old bitty petite white girl that's barely grown. She's a teeny bopper, fresh out of mama.
What's so funny though? These niggas over here giggling like girls.
Mad at Shannon. It's no difference in the NBA.
Unc is definitely funny, but he ain't said nothing funny yet. Let me back it up. I got distracted by the Kool-Aid. Let me back it up because he ain't said nothing funny to me yet. You know what I'm saying? And I like Charleston White, you know what I'm saying, to a certain degree. I listen to him for entertainment, but these niggas giggling over some. These niggas sound like girls, man.
Nigga like me, being with a little old bitty 21-year-old white girl like that, it would have less of an impact on white America's mind. But because he's a big old black nigga that looks like a gorilla, and this 21-year-old white girl says he got a dick that's the size of a baby in his drawers. She called it a big back black baby cock. That's what she called it. She give it a name. So if he didn't have that,
he
and
said
he was a little
no.
You didn't like that nigga, no. So
Ain't definitely though.
off the fact that he a big old black nigga with a big old dick, fucking this little old bitty petite white girl that's barely grown. She's a teeny bopper, fresh out of mama and them house. So I'm saying y'all can't be mad at Shannon. It's no difference than the NBA. It's no different than the NBA when they took LeBron and Kobe and drafted them fresh out of high school into the pros. That's all he did.
You think he was being set up? You think it was a setup? Like
if you listen to the conversation, it sounds like a setup. Mm-hmm. But if you sit back and look at the overall situation, you say this ain't no setup. This is a nigga who been in the league and been amongst elite blacks and white people for most of his life. Mm-hmm. He live in a white community. He been around white people for over 30 years. Boy got a thing for white pussy. He like young white pussy. He really want to fuck a 17-year-old, but he can't. He fuck a 18-year-old.
Damn, bro.
So here it is. He at the gym working out. He's showing up at the gym with them big old black legs, that big old dick print showing in them sweatpants, squatting, sweating out his ass with them big old muscles. Now here it is, this little white girl over there on the treadmill. They making eye contact. Who set that up? Who put her there? Who put him there? And who knew they was gonna be attracted to each other to start fucking? Who set that up? Now, if you watch his interview and you sit back and listen to him and Ocho Cinco talk, and he talk about what he do and what he don't do, well, you see he a weenie with the women. He really mean to women. You sit back, man, I don't do this, I don't do. Nah, man, you mean to women, nigga. You ain't no Matt. You ain't no nigga. You a real.
He damn sure ain't lying when it came to that. Cause boy, when he said something about how, what did he say? He brushed his I think he said he brushed his teeth like 7-8 times a day or something like that. A woman can't do the number 2 in the restroom in the room or something. It was some weird ass shit. I'm like, bro, that's why you ain't got no woman. Like you too particular. You know what I'm saying? Like you too picky about shit, bro. Like some shit you just got to let ride. I tell my woman all the time, don't be holding no 14. Like, I can't trust nobody holding no 14. You better let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? Like we 6, 7 years in a relationship by now. You better let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit. Ain't nobody on that. You know what I'm saying? There's more room outside than it is on the inside. You will die trying to hold some gas in your stomach. Not for real. My mama worked at the gastrology department in the medicals and all that shit. And I done heard weird ass stories. Your ass to die trying to hold some shit, but let that shit go. I'm just saying. But anyway, I got off into a rabbit hole on some other shit. Shannon ass, he a little bit mean to the women. You can tell he a little too stern.
We don't even know how to sweet talk women. So you see, he really a weenie to women. He just got a big old black dick with the big old muscles. But he's not a charming man. You see, man, he mean, nigga, authoritative, and he regimented. Yeah, no, he's not. So the white girl just playing off the big black dick, the big black cock. He ain't handsome. He ain't the handsomest big black nigga in the world, and he look like a gorilla. Big black gorilla, silverback. And he mean. So she figures she getting this big black dick, but in the process of getting this big old black dick, he mean fucking her.
He mean fucking her.
When I see you tomorrow, man, nigga, just fuck her. That's all. Yeah, this is baby. You try to, yeah. So she don't want to be treated like a grown woman. She just wants this big old black dick and let her be irresponsible. He trying to make her responsible and all that other. So now ain't nobody set that up. Man, that nigga, yeah, he just shoving that big old black dick out there. And she like it. Yeah, nigga, he just mean.
These boys is killing they damn self. I mean, I'm funny, but he ain't said nothing that funny yet.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh man.
Man, yeah, shout out to the nigga with the BBC. Yeah. Shout out to the nigga with the BBC. Yeah.
Soon as he say something about some dick, these niggas lose they shit, boy.
You get to mistreat a bitch. Yeah, nigga with them average size penises. Yeah, he got to be sweet, buy roses, open the doors, and all kind of shit. Kiss ass. Yeah, that nigga with that BBC get to mistreat her. Be mean in a motherfucker. Yeah, inconsiderate, all kind of shit.
That nigga is crazy. That nigga wild for real though. Nah, but he ain't lying though. Shannon Sharp ass he a little mean when it comes to the women. Like that's why your ass single, you know. And he probably don't want no woman because I'm sure he could have somebody. I don't really think he want nobody. He'll get tired. He get tired of hoes. Yeah. He get tired of hoes quick. That's why he said, I believe in one of them messages, he told that girl, if I'm still messing with you around my birthday, then you can remove that what's that little thing called that they be having for fertility to keep them from having a baby. It's something up in her. Is they called IVF? What that shit called? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. But he told her, if I'm still messing with you around my birthday, and I'm paraphrasing, I don't know exactly the words. Yeah, he get tired of her. He let her know, man, bitch, I got options. You may or may not be here in the picture around my birthday, but if you is, you can remove it and we can do some juicing. You see what I'm saying? We can do some juicing. But let's stay right here with Charleston White right quick. All right, so Charleston White goes off on Dr. Umar for bashing black men for dating white women, but allegedly being a deadbeat to his black daughter. So Dr. Umar, I don't know if this has anything to do with him making a response to Shannon Sharp when he was talking about, he sides with Shannon, but under one condition, if Shannon will stop the bunny hopping. And he goes on a rant about that. He has some solid points. And he made another video as well. I forgot exactly what he was speaking on. He was talking about Shannon Sharp on that video as well. Umar was, but he was talking about pretty much how he looked down on the black community as well. I don't know if that has anything to do with this. If Charleston White is speaking on Umar's response to Shannon Sharp, or if he's just speaking on Umar, period. Because Dr. Umar always got something to say about that. Snow bunnies never, black queens forever. However it go. Anyway, let's get up into this. Make sure that like button is lit up. Subscribe to the channel. If you just following up in here, let me know who you is and where you from. Let's get up into it.
I think Dr. Umar Johnson secretly watch white girl porn and jack off to it. You're talking about nigga don't bunny how. Man, nigga slang that dick wherever he can slang dick here. White hoe, black hoe, Mexican hoe, Chinese hoe, and even a punk. Man, niggas fuck punks in prison like they women. You can't tell a nigga where to put his dick. You ain't got no say-so in what a nigga do with his torpedo. Dr. Umar Johnson wrong in the motherfucker trying to shame a nigga for fucking white hoe. And nigga, listen. You might not ever had a white bitch, but nigga don't nobody love a nigga like a white hoe who love niggas. Man, nigga.
This nigga be caping for the white folk, boy. I swear to God. That one thing, like that video I did when I reacted to him going to the most racist town in America. And he was sitting here saying all this shit in front of this white man. It's one thing to get in front of black people and speak our grievances amongst each other and talk about how we need to do better this and X, Y, and Z. It's one thing when we doing that amongst ourselves, but then you get in front of this white man and you do it. That's a total different look. You see what I'm saying? That's a total different look. It's like, what are you doing it for? What's your angle? Are you doing this for acceptance? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I don't know, but
ain't black girls ain't gonna do. They gonna say, I ain't gonna do that. Nigga, white girls ain't got no limits. See, especially when they like nigga. So nigga don't want to hear nothing. Dr. Umar Johnson is confused. We don't know what college he graduated from. We ain't seen now.
You said Millersville University.
Hey, I went to school with Dr. Umar Johnson. We ain't never seen him have an office. We got a sign-in sheet. That nigga, every doctor's office got a sign-in sheet. Every doctor's office got a sign-in sheet, your name and your time and the appointment time. Time you got.
I've been thinking on some. Like, bro, I feel like some people be bots.
Dr. Umar is a bot. And Dr. Umar got a daughter he didn't take care of. A nigga who ain't took care of his kids can't say shit to the community. If you got a kid anywhere that feel neglected by you, nigga, it ain't too much you can come hoorah and say to white folks and you done mistreated a baby over here. Nigga, you gotta go heal that baby's pain. You gotta go talk to that pain, then you come talk to the niggas. Cause think about the niggas out here who done raised their babies. Nigga, you done run off on the baby. And you done put a baby in the...
Okay. Now, what if, just hypothetical, what if that baby is brainwashed by the mama and you done everything you could do to try to, reach out and... I'm not saying Umar done this because I don't know the situation. I honestly don't. I just heard of the story that it went viral, and I don't know, you don't know, we don't know what happened between Dr. Umar, the mother of his child, and his child. Maybe he tried to mend the relationship and it just didn't work out. The child, sometimes the child just takes to the mama. Sometimes the child is just his own self. Both parents could be trying to do good for the child and the child just do what it want to do. You know what I'm saying? What about those situations? What would you say to a man who's trying to better his community and he has that type of situation going on in his personal life? Does that disqualify him? Does that disqualify his voice? Even if he got solid points, even if he really got some good advice to give to the community, would you say the same thing? I'm just saying because not every man that has a child out here that they don't have a relationship with is a bad person. Just because they don't have a relationship with that child don't mean they're a bad person. What's the situation? But Charleston White gonna be Charleston White. He gonna troll. He gonna say some wild shit. Yeah. That's what Charleston White do. Who we got in the building, man? I appreciate y'all for putting it up. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, or if you're trying to decide if you fornicate with the channel, with the content. If you don't, then you don't. That's cool. However, I appreciate those who here vibing out with Sheldon, shooting the shit with me. You know, we finna move on to this next story. So we got the turkey leg hut under hot fire right now. So as you know, the turkey leg hunt, man, it hit the internet by storm a couple years ago. I'm talking about I was planning on going. I still hadn't went. I was planning on going to Houston just for the turkey leg hunt. You know, never got a chance to go, but I heard about all the stories of the lines being wrapped around the corner, them having strict dress codes, kicking people out for twerking or shouldn't, you know, whatever have you. People trying to get them shut down through blackmail and all kinds of other things or whatever. And then they finally get shut down. So the turkey leg hut's owner has been accused of paying some employees $1,400 to burn down his, I believe it was his business partner's bar. But we finna get into it. I don't want to give no wrong information. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you new around here. Let's get up into it right now.
Price, the former owner of the turkey leg hut, pled not guilty after being indicted on 3 federal charges in the case of the fire set the bar 50-15 in June of 2020. It was a long hearing here today with Fox 26's reporter Leslie Delaspore was at the courtroom. Leslie, what can you tell us?
Yeah, court was about 2 hours long, and we heard lots of evidence, but also strong arguments from both sides. But also lots of information came out of that courtroom today. Now, federal prosecutors called an FBI agent to the stand. That agent claims co-defendant John Price told investigators that Lindell orchestrated in setting bar 50-15 on fire, stole cars, and even knew that marijuana was being sold on Turkey Leg Hut property using Turkey Leg Hut branding and packaging. John Price later admitted to setting the fire when he was arrested on a separate charge in 2023. Now, during the cross-examination, the defense argued that Lindell is a good member in the community and said John Price's confession only came about because he was facing felony drug charges.
The evidence that they have put on is based on a person, an individual that is under federal indictment for trafficking one of the most dangerous drugs in America, which is fentanyl. So again, the court has provided him with a bond. There are no allegations against my client whatsoever as it related to any type of drug trafficking as it relates to that co-defendant. A lot of things were brought up that, we necessarily didn't agree with, and we addressed those things during the course of the hearing.
Now, the judge said that she had a lot to chew on before she could make a decision. Anthony.
Leslie, really quickly here. So, like you mentioned, lots of stuff happened in court today, but when we came to cross-examination from the defense, what did we learn? What were they saying in defense of him?
Yeah, there was something that really stood out to a lot of people in the courtroom. So during the cross-examination, the FBI agent pointed out that Lindell Price was actually not seen in the surveillance video of bar 50-15 being set on fire. And that was one of the first points in the argument from the defense towards the end of the hearing.
This is not a rush for judgment. We're not going to, litigate this case in the media. We're looking for the court's ruling. We're looking forward to the court's ruling, and we're looking forward to clearing Mr. Lindell Price's name.
Reporting from downtown Houston, Leslie Delaspore, Fox 26 News.
Leslie, thank you so much. And we have covered the ups and downs of the Turkey Leg Hut for years. And you can find our extensive coverage on our free streaming app, Fox Local.
All right. So, yeah, they alleging that they were selling packs of that gas at the turkey leg hood. I'm talking about some of that good ganja with the logos pressed up on that bad boy. So, I'm scratching my head at this. It kind of sounds as if they are being sabotaged if you look at this on the macro level. But I don't know. Because people have done some dumbass things to get themselves incarcerated. So I can't say that this is a far-fetched. You feel me? It sounds like something. You would think that would be smarter than that. You selling packs out of your establishment already. That's a strike already. You go another step further to get logos of your establishment put on these packages of illicit drugs that you are allegedly selling. I don't think they that dumb. Honestly, I don't think they that dumb. This kind of sounds like some sabotaging, but like I said, there are some dumb mother fornicators out here in this world, and they do dumb shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this happened how many years ago, and then he's just not being arrested for it. Could he be being set up? You know, could they just be lying to get themselves out of trouble? Could they have been offered? Could a little bird flew and landed on their shoulder and offered them a little sweet deal? Hey, if you say that such and such did this, then we'll cut some time out for you, or we'll let you go. You know, if you work for us, and just put this on such and such, because we've been trying to get rid of them since the beginning. You see what I'm saying? Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying. That's wild business. That is wild business right there. Let me see. I got this other clip. Let me see what they talking about on this right here. Let's see what they talking about. They're talking the more of them selling drugs out of the restaurant.
New at 3, bombshell claims in the federal arson case against the former Turkey Leg Hut co-owner. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Serrano.
And I'm Lisa Hernandez. Right now, a judge is deciding whether to keep Lynn Price in custody after prosecutors shared concerns that he threatened a witness or potential jurors. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry live in the newsroom after hours in the courtroom this morning. Bryce.
Yeah, Lisa and Andy, for the former Turkey Leg Hut owner, federal prosecutors say the turkeys have come home to roost. They say for years, Lynn Price has tried to keep his hands clean of crimes, paying off others to do the dirty work, and they want to keep him in custody. During a more than 2-hour hearing, an FBI agent testified that Price paid $1,400 to have his ex-business partner's bar, 5015, blown up nearly 5 years ago. This is surveillance video from that early morning in June of 2020 when masked men poured gasoline all over the...
And they just pouring it. These unskilled arsonists just out here letting the gas splash up on their shoes, on their clothes. Have y'all seen any of those videos where these people doing things like this got caught on fire for not being careful enough? Dumbass criminals, you know what I'm saying? It should have happened to them
before that fire that then caused an explosion.
Draws all out, ass all out, pants sagging, like, damn, if you was gonna have to run, your ass was gonna get caught.
An indictment unsealed last week alleges that Lynn Price orchestrated this plan. The owner of that bar allegedly told FBI agents he initially planned to bring Lynn Price into that business, but then decided not to. The owner allegedly turned down a box of cash Lynn Price brought him.
He almost splashed it up on his shoe. Dude just turned around. They not even looking at what they doing.
Allegedly when he turned around, a box of cash.
Look like he got it on his shoe. I'm sure some of the gas splashed up on his shoe, bro. Like
Lynn Price brought him to be part of the ownership team, and then when Bar 5015 started selling crawfish, apparently using the Turkey Leg Hut supplier, the owner said Lynn Price called screaming and hollering and threatened to blow the place up.
Damn.
So in the past, Lynn Price went to federal prison on tax fraud related charges. Once he got out on supervised release, prosecutors allege that he's been involved in other criminal activity, including paying a co-defendant in this arson case to steal vehicles and heavy machinery. The FBI agent testified under oath that same co-defendant admitted to bringing truckloads of hydro marijuana from California that would be stored at the Turkey Leg Hut and then got sold at the restaurant in custom branded packaging. Prosecutors allege Lynn Price got
I don't know. Who going to the Turkey Leg Hut asking, hey, man, I need a 3.5. How much for a 3.5? Shit, I need a cell. Matter of fact, I need a QP. Bag that up for me right quick. And I need a stuffed turkey leg. Let me get that. I don't think they doing that. Who the hell selling weed at their restaurant like that, bro? Like, nah. You got a famous restaurant like that? I don't believe so. Unless this is a turkey leg hut / smoke shop, and they selling THCA branded marijuana up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can sell hemp in the state of Texas. You can do that. It is legal until they ban it. I don't think it's been outruled yet. I know they working on it, but I don't think it's in effect at this moment. So if they selling THCA products, then they blowing this up to make it seem like they selling marijuana out of there. I don't know. I'm just looking at this thing because I know how the media work. I worked in the news. I've worked behind the scenes. So I know how the stories get twisted. I know how they just take bits of pieces of information and make their own story out of it. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm always looking at shit with the side eye. You know what I'm saying? Once you worked in that news, most people, if you ain't a robot, if you think with your own self, a lot of these stories don't always be legit, man. Like I always go back to this time when the Afghans was when the United States was evacuating out of the Afghan from the war, and all those Afghanistan people was boarding those planes, hanging on to them and stuff like that. The news tried to say that shit was fake. I don't think that shit was fake, you know. And there's plenty of other stories that they be fabricating. So I'm saying, if they selling weed with their logo on it, it might be hemp. It just might be hemp. Who knows?
The proceeds and gave some of the money to that co-defendant. And while he's not charged connected to those allegations specifically, Price's attorney argues he is not.
Them look like the same damn shoes. Hold on. Them look like the same shoes that was just in that damn video. Am I tripping?
To bring Lynn Price into that business, but then decided not to. The owner allegedly turned down.
Them right there. I think I might be tripping. Let's see.
Is not a danger to the community. He's actually helped the community after specifically Price's allegations specifically.
I don't know, man.
They damn near look. Argues he is not a danger to the community. Some of the money to that.
They damn near look alike.
While he's not charged connected to those allegations specifically.
I don't know, man. You might need to check your circle, bro.
Price's attorney argues he is not a danger to the community. He's actually helped the community after natural disasters.
Mr. Lindell Price is.
Oh, hold on. He supposedly paid them to do it, so that might be that person that he paid to do it.
Bond for various reasons. One being that he's not a danger to the community. You heard multiple testimony as it relates to his community involvement, the things that he does for the community. But more importantly, the co-defendants that are on his indictment have all been given a bond. So we're asking for equity and asking for a bond similar to the other people on his indictment.
So everybody else got a bond, but he didn't get a bond. I'm trying to figure out, is this a target on him, or do they just really think that he's a danger to the community because he allegedly paid these people to do such, and he may have power to get people to do things again? I'm just looking at it both ways, because, you know what I'm saying, he could be that dangerous in their eyes, and on the flip side, they could be targeting his ass.
The federal judge ended this hearing by saying there's a lot to think about and she's going to chew on it. We don't yet know when she'll make a decision about keeping Lynn Price in custody.
So where's the other owner at? They say he's the co-owner. What's up with the other owner?
We understand Lynn Price is accused of another arson in this current indictment. What did you find out about that?
Yeah, Andy, in April of 2020, prosecutors say he paid a co-defendant to steal a 1975 Chevy Nova because Lynn Price wanted the engine out of it. But once they took that truck to the mechanic, they found out it had been stolen from a police officer who owned it. It was then found burned near railroad tracks and a retention pond. Around both of these alleged arsons, prosecutors say call records show the two men were in touch.
And Bryce, we know you sat in court throughout the morning. What was Price's demeanor like in court today, and what do we know about what happens next?
Lisa, Lynn Price was still handcuffed and shackled. He was wearing an olive green jumpsuit. He had many people there to support him and seemed hopeful at the beginning of this hearing. He was nodding at them as they came in, but then as the hearing went on, he seemed to keep his head down. And then at times when some of these new allegations came out and were discussed, he would appear to react and shake his head. He was then taken back into custody while we await this judge's decision.
That's got to be heavy. There's got to be some shit to deal with right there, man. You know. Shout out to Danielle. Appreciate you for pulling back up to the bootleg ass studio. She say the vibes are in the building. For damn show. Moose 305 in the motherfucking bootleg stew. What it do? Appreciate you. Yeah, man. I guess we're gonna see how that plays out. You know, that's unfortunate. That man out here calling shots like the mob boss, rounding up his posse, getting shit burned down. Sheesh. Allegedly. All right, so we moving on to the next one right quick. You feel me? All right, now in this next story here, man, this right here I seen floating around the other day. We got a couple being decapitated and dismembered by man victim paid for extreme sex. This is some wild shit right here, bro. Like, y'all got to chill out with this BDSM. This is what Shannon Sharp was being accused of. You know, since prosecutors said the suspect could hardly deny killing one of the victims as they were filming themselves having sex when he was stabbed to death. A man is accused of killing and dismembering a couple living in West London, with one of the alleged murders caught on tape. The trial of Yastin Andres Mascara, above left. Okay. I guess that's the black man. Began this week after being charged with murders of 62-year-old Albert Alfonso and 71-year-old Paul Longworth, above, center, and right, respectively. Okay. So that was all having some gay sex. And they wanted this young bull to dominate them. Yeah, okay. Whatever floats your boat. Authorities discovered the body parts of the two victims in suitcases at Clifton Suspension Bridge. In July 2024, a label on the luggage led investigators to the victim's flat, where additional human remains were found in a freezer chest. Before his trial started, the Colombian national reportedly admitted to the manslaughter of Alfonso, but denied the murder charges against him. So you admitted to the manslaughter of Alfonso, but denied the murder charges against him. How does that work? Prosecutors, however, did not accept the plea, and his trial began Wednesday. Today in court, prosecutors laid out their case and explained the link between the three men. According to prosecutors via BBC, pause, and I don't even say pause, but that shit wild because of the situation at hand. Mascara was paid for his time with Alfonso, who allegedly liked to engage in extreme sex acts. The also victim allegedly paid. The also victim, man, that's got to be a typo. The also victim allegedly paid the suspect and another man to perform acts which were filmed and shared online. Though Alonzo and Longworth were in a civil partnership, prosecutors said Longworth had nothing to do with his partner's extreme sex life. Is that right? The suspect, authorities previously said, had been staying with them for a short period of time. Photos of the three on Flickr even showed them together back in Cartagena, in the suspect's native country of Colombia. Another photo seemingly taken by Alfonso, an avid traveler, also showed Mascara eating fish and chips in London. They seem to enjoy one another's company, said prosecutors. Deanna here. Prosecutors say Mascara first killed Longworth by striking him with a hammer on the back of the head. Paul Longworth had been attacked with a hammer to the back of his head, suffering repeated blows which shattered his skull, said here per The Guardian, who claimed the body was then hidden in underbed storage. Albert Alfonso had been reportedly stabbed, suffering multiple wounds to his torso, his body, and his face, and to his neck. None of that is in dispute, she stated, adding that Mascara could hardly deny killing the second victim because Alfonso's murder was caught on film as they recorded themselves having sex. That's wild business, man. I could never. Some of y'all some super freaks out here, you know. And I you know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I'm a young, healthy man, and you know what I'm saying? I ain't never wanted to get into no extreme behaviors, you know what I'm saying, with anybody that I was engaged with. The spitting in the mouth that y'all into these days. Anyway, that right there is enough for me. I can't get into all this super duper rough ass shit, man. Hell no. I don't want you scratching my back. Get your fingernails out my motherfucking back. That will have me like this to this. Like, what? I couldn't do it. I don't understand. Anyway, footage also allegedly showed the suspect singing and dancing around the apartment after the murders. Say what? Some demonic ass shit. I said leading up to the murders, Mascaras. I'm probably butchering his name. Anyway, we're gonna say it how we say it. Mascareras. His computer showed he searched online for a chest freezer, collected information about Alfonso's finances, and looked up the value of the couple's home. He also allegedly searched for serial killers of London and Jack the Ripper film. Prosecutors believed he set about trying to steal from the victims after their deaths and accused him of messaging Alfonso's boss after the murder to say he would be out of town in Costa Rica dealing with a family emergency for 2 months. That's wild. The search for Mascara. Man, this name. Let's get Mascara. We're gonna roll with that. The search for Mascara began after police responded to a report of a man behaving suspiciously at the Clifton Suspension Bridge around midnight on July 10th. Authorities then discovered the decapitated and dismembered bodies of the 2 victims in suitcases at the landmark. A label on one of the suitcases led authorities to the victim's apartment where additional remains were found in a chest freezer. Mascara was arrested shortly after. This sounds like some shit straight out of a horror movie, and I bet you they're gonna make a movie out of it. I bet you they're gonna make a movie out of it. Darlene Rayford in the motherfucking building. Good evening, everybody. Nice to see you all again. Where you from again, Darlene Rayford? I forgot. And there's not too many people where I'm from say you all. We say y'all, baby. Y'all. Moose 305 say they just got off their plantation, man. Just put their work in. I do know it. Back broke. Been, you know what I'm saying? Sweating. Putting in them hours. I feel it. I feel it. Yeah. But yeah, Darlene Rayford, you must be from up north somewhere, baby. I forgot where you was from. One of my longtime supporters in the building. Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna keep it rolling. Next up, New Orleans, Louisiana. You know what? You know what, you damn so right. I got a partner. I got a cousin who do say that from New Orleans. Yup. They say son in New Orleans. New Orleans is different. Yeah, man. So you right. Yup. Matter of fact, when I watched Terrence Gangster Williams, who's from New Orleans, he say you are. So you're right. You from the South, baby. For sure. All right, so next up, we got cops say, okay, so this woman shitted on the cops' car, right? Or something like that. Let's get up into it. Cops say she told them her poop was clean. Huh? I didn't even have to wipe. Oh man, come on now. Nah, hold on. You know, sometimes when you had it, when you maybe you didn't ate some berries, maybe you didn't ate some you didn't ate some greens or something, and you know what I'm saying, your poop is wet. So you gotta wipe, you gotta keep wiping, you keep wiping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna take it there. Fuck it. We all go. We all human. But then you got them times where maybe you probably ain't drunk enough water or something. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know how this shit happened. But you will take a shit and then you will wipe and it don't be nothing there. I'm talking about just straight white toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? You're like, hold on, that ain't right. Now, I appreciate it. In the time, it saves me from wiping, but we don't just, I don't let that be it. I don't just wipe that one time and it's clean. I don't trust it. Now, I gotta get some more tissue and we gotta check this thing out. And also, when I'm done wiping, use baby wipes. Also, definitely you need to use some baby wipes, some kind of wipes. Because when you think you finish and you think it's no more brown there, get a baby wipe and wipe and tell me what you see after you finish wiping with tissue. If you ain't never used wipes before, you will forever use wipes from then on after. Or you'll just take a shower if you got the time to. You know. But yeah, you got them times where you don't have to wipe, unfortunately. You see what I'm saying? Like sometimes so I'm trying to figure out what she mean by this though. She talking about her poop was clean. Bitch, your shit ain't never clean. Even if you don't got to wipe, this shit is nasty. But let's get up into this story, man. It says the Pennsylvania woman, cops say, admitted to pooping on someone else's car as part of a road rage incident. Apparently had a lot to say about the matter. How you just shit on somebody's car though? Because you mad. How can you just on demand at the drop of a dime? Shit, you already had to go. That's wild business. How you just conjure up some shit? My kinfo in the building. Michelle Riley, what's up, Miracle? That's my kinfo, y'all. Y'all say what's up to my cousin. What's up, baby? Yo. But how the hell people nasty as hell, first of all. For you to do this, you disgusting. But how the hell you come up with some shit off impulse like that? Anyway, let's get up into it. Police say she bragged about a clean poop that didn't need toilet paper. According to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, she alleged the alleged Delco pooper, Christina Salamito, told police it was a clean poop. I didn't even need to wipe. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got video. Hold up. We got video. Ain't no way. Cameraman, what is you doing? They in the old school, boy. Look at this. You can tell this old school. Listen at it. What? Hold on. That's the doo-doo on the front?
This shit on her car.
How you do that? No. I know clean poop. If this what we gonna call it. When I see it, it don't be like that. It ain't runny. No. That's some wet poop right there, bitch. Your drawers is dirty. You need to go change your drawers, bitch. And you need to wash your nasty ass. That's nasty. Oh wow. She said you a fucking slut.
Yo, the bitch just shit on her car.
That's crazy. Cops say Salamito was arrested Thursday, and we obtained her smiling mugshot. She allegedly dropped a deuce on the hood of another motorist's car after being upset with their driving. So I've often said this, just like I just told y'all earlier at the beginning of the stream. I said, I tell my old lady, hey man, don't be holding no gas. You need to let that go, because you could die. Not only could you die, you be walking around upset, wondering why your mood is offsetting, because you got gas up in your stomach. You got shit up in there and you ain't releasing. A lot of people are walking around mad and upset because they either hungry or they got gas. Motherfucker be mad for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it says, and she's now facing charges of indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, criminal mischief, harassment, and depositing waste on the highway. Sheesh. New video also shows Salamito being arrested by 2 officers, and police say they came to her home to pick her up after she admitted to being the Delco pooper. So they probably would have never found your ass if you wouldn't have admitted it. Maybe. Cops say Salamito had a clear reason for pooping on the car hood. They say she told them the car owners called her a fat bitch and it made her angry. And she explained, I wanted to punch her in the face, but I pooped on her car instead and went home. You should have just punched her in the face, because you going to jail anyway. You're going to jail anyway, so you might well just punch the bitch in her face. Folks said she had a whole blowout. And nasty, man. How you sit there and twerk some shit out on somebody's hood? Y'all think she twerked a little bit when she did it? It looked like she did. Hold on. Let's watch that one more time. Shit. I ain't even sure. Man, my bad. I done hit the wrong button. I'm thinking I'm showing y'all the damn thing. I ain't even showing y'all.
Yo, the bitch just shit on her car.
She didn't twerk. Let me see. No, I don't think she twerked. But that's some nasty shit there, boy. Ugh, that's a filthy mother fornicator right there. Yee. Man, shout out to Darlene Rifle for that cash app. Appreciate you most definitely. Your blessing will return to you tenfold. I appreciate that cash app, Miss Darlene Rayford. For sure. If anybody else want to donate to the channel, the cash app is floating at the bottom of the screen. That's Sheldon VYBEZ 903. You can also donate by sending me stars on Facebook and super chats on YouTube, which I would like you not to do, because Facebook and YouTube gonna get a big chunk of that, you know. But either way, your blessings will be received and highly appreciated. But the cash app, I will receive 100% of the proceeds. For sure, for sure. Yes, indeed. Yo, shout out to my cousin Miracle. I love you too, baby. For sure. Yeah, that shit did look runny. Talking about some shit that need to wipe. She don't wipe on the regular. She don't never wipe. That was she on. Nasty ass. That shit foul. Funky booty ass bitch. And that's that helpful. Yeah, appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you just tuning in. Let me know who you is and where you from. Moving on to this next story, y'all. We got Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence talking about doing a spinoff to Martin. Let's get up into it. Martin Lawrence says, I'm in Martin spinoff but don't expect to see Shanae. I wonder why. Because he don't want to be in the dress no more. He don't want to play. The internet has really made this big talk about men being in dresses, black men in particular, and what they got to do in order to make it in Hollywood, the buck breaking that goes on. So I wonder, is this the reason why he don't want to do it, or he's graduated from that character or doing characters like that, Big Mama and all that type of stuff. He don't want to do that no more. He feel like he don't have to do that no more. But Medea is still a thing. So I don't know. We finna get into it. Let's figure out. Let's see what's going down. Make sure the light button is lit. Let's see. All right. So Martin Lawrence has big plans for his developing Martin spinoff starring Tommy Davidson. But sorry, longtime fans, the adventures of Shanae are over. All right. So he's having a spinoff of Tommy Davidson having a what was his name on there? Darnell. I think his name was Darnell. The late night show. They had like a fictional late night show on the show, and I believe that's the spinoff is what it's gonna be based off of. So TMZ caught up with the Bad Boys franchise star at LAX on Thursday afternoon, and he guaranteed Varnell Hill on BET Plus would be a riot. Yeah, for sure. Martin is arguably the favorite African American sitcom ever, and Davidson left his mark with just 2 episodes on the 90 series, but not more than the show's nosy neighbor Shanae Jenkins. All right, now Martin Lawrence portrays several side characters on his show, including Shanae, which was a successful cross-dressing test run before he made millions at the box office with his Big Mama's House franchise. True. Sounds like Martin's wig donning days are done. The thought of resurrecting Shanae gives him a chuckle, but he doesn't bite. I would be down with seeing that. You know what I'm saying? I also don't want it to be a flop either, because Martin and the whole brand is so golden. I would hate for them to do this spinoff of Martin and that should be cheesy as hell. It don't be as big of a hit. Well, it probably will never be as big of a hit as the original, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want them to tarnish the name of Martin, kind of like the Good Times franchise. Good Times had its own run, and it was a staple in the black community and all that type of stuff. And then they came up with this animation of Good Times, and it was so degrading. I think it flopped. I don't even know if it's on Netflix anymore. They may have removed it, but people was giving so much pushback on this Good Times animation because it had a baby selling drugs, all kind of old degrading shit, degrading. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Anyway, let's get up into it. It says the show will still be in good hands without Shanae's ratchetness. Martin Lawrence, his Martin showrunner Bentley Evans, and media vet Jesse Collins will all executive produce. Remember, Jasmine Guy and TC Carson said they'd like to see spinoffs for their classic sitcoms. Looks like Martin got the iron out, time to strike. All right, so that's what's going on with Martin Lawrence. Recently he was in the media. The fans was concerned about Martin. He was out here looking sick, and people was concerned. Then he come out with a whole stand-up or something like that. So it may have been all a play. May have been all a part of the plan, or maybe he just rode the wave. Who knows, man? These celebrities, they got to come up with all kind of ways to stay relevant. Kim folks say she think it's on Tubi. Okay. Talking about the Good Times animation. Yeah, Eddie Murphy need to come back with something for real. Nah, for real, man. He is the GOAT. Man, I watched Dolomite so many times in a row. Dolomite is like that's my shit. When it first came out, I watched it back to back to back. That shit was hilarious to me. All right, now speaking of spinoffs, we got Miss Parker. Fine ass Miss Parker from the 90s. She say she wanna spinoff of her character from Friday, right? So she wanna come back from retirement if she's ever retired. I don't know if how many movies has she been in? Shit, I don't know. Anyway, let's get up into this. This say Miss Parker wants back in. Actress says her character had a secret baby daddy with Pastor Clever, whatever. That's who's that? Bernie Mac's character, and she wants Ice Cube to bring her back like that. Let's get up into this. Let's see what Miss Parker talking about.
Day on the set, and when she put that little tiny little top on me and half my breasts was showing, I was like, I'm like, oh my God, I thought it really was a bit much for me, you know. I mean, I'm out there.
Did you
bit.
Embrace it though?
I had to after a while. That's it. God damn it, that's it. You gonna wear
It
this?
looks like you embraced it. I mean,
that's
you
it.
had me feeling like, oh shit,
embrace me.
Miss Parker still got a little wild side out there.
And there was the little shorts and stuff. I'm like, damn, what did I sign up for? And then when I knew it, I said, hey, they said, just go for it. Make it as sensual and sexy as you can. And with the water hose and I didn't have the music then. I just had a vision in my head, my mind, how I was going to entice these young men and bend over, just the right angle and with everything and all the sweat rolling down.
Yeah. I just realized these niggas over here dressed like Craig and Smokey.
Everything
on the porch.
She did it. Yeah, very well.
And all that.
Remember now, I was only 34 years old. I was like, who is Walker?
Only 34 when the movie came out back then. Damn, so how is
Miss Parker?
So 30 years later,
damn, so that mean he like 60 something.
if you were still in character, what would you be doing now?
They don't look bad for their age though. Okay, I can see he don't look bad for
would
his
be
age,
raising a child and
who's
I brought listen.
I had to break it down. What was the question?
I would be raising
Miss Walker?
Miss Parker.
So 30 years later, if you were still in character, what would you be doing now?
I would be raising a child and
who's
I brought listen here. Listen. Funny you should ask.
Reverend or your husband? Which one?
Funny you should ask because I told Cube last time I saw him, which I did Ice Cube's music video Ego, and last year in July. I'm in his music video Ego, and I hadn't seen him in a while, and so. I told him, I said, if you're going to do the movie, what have you, just have me and my husband, Mr. Parker, back together again in the neighborhood. And we're going to say, hey, I want you to meet our son. Come meet our son. And he's the spitting image of Bernie Mac. Little dark-skinned boy, big old poppy eye.
That would be hysterical. Real talk. That would be
I said, this is his son. This is our baby. So we would have had a family. I'm sure I would have had at least a couple of children and just living in the neighborhood and taking care of my lawn and making sure it was more manicured. But he took me back. I would just kind of have settled down a little.
Yeah, she need a garden out there by now, like Jody, mama, baby boy. Yeah. Have her some tomatoes. Goddamn cucumbers, you feel me? Some bell peppers, lettuce. Yeah.
Little bit. She might be a little boring, but I'm sure probably after a certain period of time, she probably would have went back to her old ways because I don't think Mr. Parker just wasn't hitting that right. She need to knock the dust off that pussy.
Oh man. Oh, weak as hell. That's wild. Black don't crack, yo. Nah, she still look good. She still look good. Yo. She just got a little older, that's it, but she seemed like she got a nice personality. She seemed like she cool to hang out with, to chill with, and I know she was fun back in the day. Yeah, especially for a young man who want to knock some dust off some pussy. Miss Parker will find in a mother fornicator. All right, now speaking of Miss Parker, before I let y'all go, before we get up at this thing, Miss Parker was in her son's music video, apparently. And this was years ago. This thing say February 4th, 2011. What? Let's get up into this, man. Hold on. Let me play this because I know we got an ad that's going to pop up. Let me play this ad first. Hit that like button, y'all. Let me know where you at, where you tuning in from. All right, this ad is done. All right, give me 1 second. Share the screen. Let's get up into it. Hope this shit don't give me no copyright strike. And this song probably gonna be cheesy just off of the intro. It sounds like it's gonna be cheesy and corny and lame as hell. But let's see. Special appearance by Kathleen Bradley, aka Miss Parker. We the type of dude.
Magic.
So the title said that pimping his mom out is what it says. You can see right there. It says Miss Parker from Friday in her real life son rap music video. Is this real? Let's see.
Ain't got nothing, man. I need this money. Ain't got nothing. Get this money, man. Strike real quick. Off the wall. Off the wall with you.
Daddy, we could do it. You're about
to get that ass, Larry.
You're about to get.
Hi, Miss Parker.
Hi, boys. I told you all to call me Mrs. Red.
She sounded like Miss Parker. Hi, boys. She sounded just like that.
When you gonna let me fuck? Hey, bro. Nah, that's my mom, for real.
What'd you say, honey? Hey, you guys, we'll be right back. Now, you boys behave yourselves, okay?
Oh, no. What? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ah, she tripping.
We gonna let me hit.
She tripping. Man.
Yo, I guess it's time to bring the hurt. Look like a fool, ain't after really burnt. I'ma show you how I gets turned. Run shit in space, call me Captain Kirk.
No. It's a no. If you go to these music execs, you go sit down in the office and you sit down with an A&R, you need to be able to woo this A&R within the first 3 seconds of you playing them your song. If that A&R is not wooed within the first 3 seconds, next. That's trash. I can already tell you. I knew this was gonna be trash from the jump. I could already tell. Anyway, let me let it play and see what kind of bars come up out of this.
Got my whole crew and we jumping in light speed. Cut your feet off, watch you run like ground beef. Swagger so fly, sit back and sip my tea.
Run like ground beef.
Got my whole crew and we jumping in light speed. Cut your feet off, watch you run like ground beef. Swagger so fly, sit back and sip my tea. Got your bitch unlocked with no key. She really feeling on the brother low key.
Taking off her boots and starting knocking.
Running my production game, that's my shit. Light skinned boy can't make your next number one hit. Banging beats in the trunk and you know it's real. Send me a check in the mail for $1 million. $1 million. Rolling in posted in the Escalade grill. Need to cover my mouth cause I'm ill. Watch out for me, ain't doing this for free. All your hoes already know me. They know I'm the type of dude to give them lifetime thrills. They only on me cause I'm Miss Parker, some for real.
No, sir. So this nigga name is Red Magic. He going by Red Magic and he's spelling his name for the chorus. Okay.
We the type of dudes that your girl might know. We the type of dudes that your girl might know. We the type of dudes that your girl might know. That
Okay, I kind of like that part though.
your girl might know. That your girl might know.
Yeah.
We the type of dudes that your girl might know.
Okay.
We the type of dudes that your girl might know.
Yeah.
We the type of dudes that your girl might know. That your girl might know. That your girl might know.
She gave me a
Okay, I like that part. He should have made that the hook. He should have made some out of that part.
feel like I'm a visitor theater. I always
It's
want it
on?
now, and she never defers. And my bare self is what she prefers. Yeah, I own her, got a legal transfer. It's my time to leave, but she deters. Left to the club, cannabis spree. I wanna hit the pipe, Bobby and Whitney.
This nigga said, I want to hit the pipe. Bobby and Whitney. That ain't what I heard.
Now and she never defers. And my bare self is what she prefers. Yeah, I own her, got a legal transfer. It's my time to leave, but she deters. Left to the club, cannabis spree. I wanna hit the pipe, Bobby and Whitney. I got a brook girl and she sweet as iced tea. And of course she looking ultra sexy, just like a black Barbie. And I know she likes it raw, well to an acceptable degree. I'm a king in the bed, nigga. George V. Ask your girl, I guarantee she agrees. You can see the stains on her face like a white goatee. I pass it to the next, no MTV. I like my girls, Tens, Vince, Young, Tennessee. I'm higher than a Japanese Pangoda tree. So, please, excuse me. Nah, fuck that shit, cause I didn't even sneeze.
Oh man, bro.
Imagine be putting work in, never separate like we identical twins. We should be added to the 7 deadly sins. We stack books.
He said we never separate like we what? Like identical twins.
And never separate like we identical twins.
Ain't that conjoined twins? Am I tripping? No.
We should be added to the 7 deadly sins. We stack books like Huckleberry Finn. We are not human, this is artificial skin. We are the diamonds that you see within. Flow needs to be in the loony bin. Brandy and coke is in my system, and her body's in my head, but my mind is real twisted. Some more shots, magic insisted. Didn't have to pay cause I'm real tight-fisted. Just a little something to get you lifted.
We the type of dudes that your girl might know.
Hey,
we the type of dudes
my
that
part.
your girl might know.
Yo.
We the type of dudes that your girl might know.
That your girl might know.
That your girl might know.
We the type of dudes that your girl might know.
That's my part right there, man. You know, I'm trying to find something positive. Trying to find something positive, you feel me? Because I don't just want to be a naysayer. You might like the song. That bit might be a bop to you. You know what I'm saying?
We the type of dudes that your girl might know.
I like that part.
We the type of dudes that your girl might know. That your girl might know. That your girl might know.
12 shots of Patron by the hour. She looking real good. I'ma still a Bill Cower.
I guess that is the part of the hook.
And I'm high just like a bell tower. Precision flow influential with great power. And I think I stay with that fire, cause my green seems to be solar powered. I get it fast, check the miles per hour. Now that you know about me, please tell me about you. I'm a cool dude, that's why I breeze through. Cause when she want it, I'm the one she comes to. Did you hear? Did you hear?
I'm a cool dude. That's why I breeze through. Was that a bar or no? Was that kind of a bar? I think that was kind of a bar. I think that was kind of a bar. Bruh said, I'm a cool dude. That's why I breeze through. My God.
You seem deaf, fool. Vision messed up. Flow.
Now, hold on. Check out his move in the background, though.
Did you hear? Did you hear? You seem deaf, fool. Vision messed up.
Oh, man. That boy said.
Flow long overdue. And I handle her body with finesse. She wanna take my body, no freedom of the press. I let her do it, that I will confess. Now she on top, up and down, bench press.
So is Red Magic the name of the group? Is that what's going on? They the group Red Magic? I thought that was his stage name, Red Magic.
We the type of dudes that your girl might know.
Yeah.
We the type of dudes that your girl might know.
Okay.
We the type of dudes that your girl might know. That your girl might know. That your girl might know.
We the type of dudes that your girl might know. We the type of dudes that your girl might know. We the type of dudes that your girl might know. That your girl might know. That your girl might know.
Hold on, who is this right here though? Okay. Oh, I bet she thicker than a snicker. Now you can tell these pictures old, like 2010, 09. You see what I'm saying? This video was posted on World Star February 4th, 2011. So this video got to be 09, 2010. You can look at it at the style if you from around that time. This is what the style, this is what the world looked like. This is what women looked like back then. I bet she thicker than a snicker. Now look at that.
That your girl might know.
Oh, they turned. T-Red. Kyrie Dashawn, boy, that's the old MySpace Facebook picture. Red Magic. They got the girlies or nah? They got the girlies, y'all?
Oh my goodness. That was a perfect shot.
Woo! If your mom needs some help watering the lawn in the morning, I'm her man.
All right. Yo, Moose 305 said, yes, sir, it was. There was a boy. That boy said, I'm a cool dude. That's why I breeze through. Oh, you Moose 305 said he fornicate with it. Okay. So maybe it's about it. I know I like that one part when they say we the type of dudes that your girl might know. So you feel me? Hey, my kinfolk say no. Kinfolk say no, this ain't it. It's a no for me too, fam. Oh man. That's wild business. That's wild business. I wonder what happened with him. Did he continue dropping music? Red Magic. I'm finna look them up. I'm finna look at Red Magic. Hold on. REDDMAGIC. Hey, Moose 305 finna go add it to the playlist right now. We the type of dudes that your girl might know. Say red. It's two different Red Magics. Okay, hold on. They got some other shit out here. They ain't really. Okay, let's see. Let's play one more. Let's play one more. Oh, hold on. I gotta show the right screen. Screen. Let's do this. Let's play one more before I let y'all go. Let's see what they talking about. Since we got a mixture of opinions.
And we're on. It's our night tonight. Red Magic, Roxy, live, live. We in the spotlight.
Oh, okay. So he T-Red and he Magic. So that's why they go by Red Magic. Okay. I like the name now. I see the story behind tonight, the name. Okay.
Roxy, January 29th. Yo. So obnoxious. Ready for it. Let's go, game time.
Yeah.
Red Magic, y'all. Made in space, AOY.
Made in space.
Say APK. I wonder what this.
T-Red on the beat.
T-Red on the beat.
Magic spitting.
Good evening, America. Look who you with. Red Magic.
Red Magic in the building.
Same thing. Clap. Go. $50 bills, y'all got some club bills. Clap. Red Magic's about to be in the building. Truthful.
Yeah, they probably ain't gonna play no music on this one. Let's see.
Facebook. Malcolm Concept. It's the dude right there. Shout out, man in space.
Medicinal patient, got me coughing like I'm racing, but I'm fine, I'm just pacing. My mind was just baking.
Got me coughing like I'm racing. What's the correlation? I'm trying to put that boy together.
Nobody, Chris Angel or Evil Knievel can stunt like Malcolm Concept or Made in Space people. This song obnoxious, that hot shit, I got it. The camera be rolling, YouTube it, go watch it. Download me, cop this, add to my profits. Fat ass, obese, healthy, wallet. Made in Space, I'm a star, you can't reach. Y'all ain't got the swag to match my steez.
This is outrageous, so obnoxious. This is outrageous, so obnoxious. This is outrageous, so obnoxious.
Yeah, basically in the lab, that's where we get it popping. That's where y'all hear the music, make y'all shake your ass too. Got it. Can't
Oh, this what's going on? They shaking ass? What?
Good music. That's what we make.
Good music, like you said.
We only just begun. I'm Malcolm Concept.
Where my boy Truthful at?
Let's get it. Red Magic, AOY in the building. You already know.
Truthful.
Come on.
Bounce, bounce, come on, bounce, bounce, come on, bounce, bounce, come on, bounce.
Heard some women screaming in the background.
We got work, we got school tomorrow. Okay. Party.
All right, what she finna do?
Check out all the music. Reverb Nation / Red Magic.
Damn, but it's old as hell. Reverb Nation. I forgot about Reverb Nation, man. Damn, bro. That shit they took me back. God damn. Reverb Nation, man. Oh, goodness. This done took me back.
Facebook, Twitter, MySpace,
SoundCloud. SoundClick, nigga, what? Forgot about SoundClick.
I can go on for days.
And she gotta leave with me.
Some of y'all don't even know what that is. Y'all too young.
Tomorrow her bed empty. Kisses on your neck, no hickey. No bullshit, you know that I'm picky. Just be glad that
Got a crowd out there.
Could've kicked it with Miss Christie. It's your fault, she probably missed me. Probably on my hit me. Probably on my Kush tree.
Yeah, nah, it's a no. I can't vibe with that one. I can't vibe with that one. You know, maybe that was their hit track. The one I played earlier. What was the song called? Let's see. It was called. It ain't got a title right there, but hold on, maybe it's right here. Let's see. Hold up. Let me see. Is this the same one? We the type of dudes. That's the name of it. We the type of dudes. We the type of dudes that your girl might know. So this is on YouTube right here. You can find it. Shit, that's his YouTube. Look like Terry Reckons. His name T Red. He only got 12 subscribers, so maybe he probably wasn't even pushing them. Maybe he got a different channel. He could have a different channel by now. You know, I got like 3 or 4 of them. Red Magic Performance. That's the name of it right there. But the name of the song, well, that's how you can find that video on YouTube. But the actual name of the song is right here. We the Type of Dudes by Red Magic. You can find it right there. Yeah. Darlene Rayford say, hey, Sheldon, what day is it of the week and what time do you come on? I've been missing you a lot. Whoo, that's the thing. I need to get back on consistent like I used to be. And I don't have a set date. I don't have a set time. My mama told me that I need to start doing it. And other people have told me the exact same thing. So I need to really buckle down and find the days of the week and times where I want to go live. I'm gonna have to start doing it. But as of right now, I just go live. I just go live at random moments whenever I can. I'm gonna start trying to go live at least once a day and bring some news. I'm gonna try to do that. That's the goal. But I can't really say at this moment. But I am gonna try to get down the buckle down and get me a schedule laid out, you know, because I have people in the daytime when I'm go live. There's certain people I get on my lives, and then at nighttime when I'm going late nights, you know, I get a certain crowd. So I would like to go live twice, like at the news station. You know, when I worked at the news station, shit, they go. We had 4 shows in the evening, I think. Yeah, we had 6. No, we had the 5 o'clock show, then we had the 6 o'clock, the 6:30, and the 10. So we went live 4 times in the evening. We went live 3 times in the morning. So I would like to start at least going live twice. That way I can get some news stories out and get back consistent like I once was, you know. So that way I can start competing with the media, with the news out the world, you know. Because at one point I was delivering a bunch of news. I'm not doing it as much as I used to. Yep. But I'm just random right now. I'm just random. But for my supporters that they really want me to jump on the schedule, I'm gonna have to do that at some point. You know, I'm gonna have to do that. And I really just be testing the waters to see what times are the best times to go live. And really I get different results, because sometimes I get a good live during the daytime, and then sometimes I get a good live during the night, you know. But those night times, I really like those night times because sometimes it's not as many people tuning in. Especially back then, because I had way more people tuning in back then than I do now, because I was consistent, you know, and that was looking for me. And now that since I ain't going live, I probably lost some of those people, or they don't expect for me. They're not looking for me like they once was. So jumping on late nights kind of give me a little practice to, you know, get my feedback with. Yeah, Darlene say I'm retired. I can watch you at any time. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Moose 305 say, yeah, I was gonna tell her random moments. Yup, Moose 305, no, been rocking for sure. But yeah, man, I'm finna go and jump up off this thing. I've been on here long enough, an hour and a half. You feel me? I'ma holler at y'all. I'm hungry. I gotta grab me something to eat. You know what I'm talking about? Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. That Cash App is floating at the bottom of the screen. Anybody that want to donate to the channel, this Sheldon VYBEZ 903. Don't forget the $ at the front. Sheldon VYBEZ 903. Stars on Facebook, super chats on YouTube are available as well. I appreciate y'all so much. Until next time, I'm Sheldon Vibes. I need y'all to be cool like the other side of the pillow. Stay light on your toes, like you suppose. We out.